Hi, it's Leithia from Farmview Creators. Today we're going to work on the Ohio Stars and Stripes barn quilt flag. This is a kit from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. My sister-in-law Jamie of Row 12 Creations digitized this design, and she made the printables that I am using. So if you don't follow her, you need to. I am numbering the pieces, which you're going to think I'm crazy to do later, but there's a reason. These barn quilts fit together in a very particular way, so I always recommend numbering. You may have also noticed that I discarded some of the pieces. I always keep those. So look at these amazing printables. Are they not gorgeous? So I'm going to cut the blue down to be on the blue and star portion, and there I took a picture of my numbers because I'm fixing to cover them up. I am using Paint Couture's matte decoupage medium and getting that blue down, and then just making sure that I've got my edge like I want it, and I'm going to use that's like a little X-Acto pen thing, and then I'm just scraping with my fingernail to get that excess out so that I have the line that I want. And then when I put this cream and red floral down, I'm making sure that that line is really nice and crisp and that it's going to line up exactly the way I want it to. And I kept playing with this because I needed to see where the stripes started. At least I thought I did, but once I had the frame down, that was going to do that anyway. So that was kind of, little extra steps that I added in for myself. Took a picture of the numbers of the stripes too, because again, I'm covering them up. And then laid that down, made sure that I had it right on the edge of where the stripes are going to be, because there's nothing separating those two portions. And because I was lifting, I needed to add some more decoupage medium, which was not a big deal. Just rubbed it down flat, didn't do any kind of ironing or anything. And then for the actual pieces of the Ohio Star, I'm going to use that more solid piece, and I am just putting the medium on the sides of the pieces that would be facing up, and I'm going to press it down and then set it aside to dry a little bit before I do anything else with it. While that's drying, I'm going to take my stripes that I'm going to use, because I'm only using half of them, and I'm going to paint 2 coats of Paint Couture's Mulberry Mineral Acrylic paint. I love, love, love this deep red. It is just gorgeous, and it matches Jamie's printables perfectly. So getting that first layer dry so I can go in with a second layer. A lot of times with reds, you have to do more layers than you think. But with Mulberry, I found that because, I don't know, just the richness, it usually only just needs 2 coats. So I'm going to cut apart those pieces, and then I'm going to use my Gator hand sander to only in a downward motion sand those edges away. Then I am going to look at my pictures that I took to see where to put them on. But first, I'm going to use my Debi's DIY dark wax and a tiny little stippling brush to add some wax and distressing around the edges, and then a larger brush to get those stripes and the backboard. I'm laying those stripes down in number order, getting my frame, which I did label top, on there. I'm going to clamp that down because on wider pieces sometimes you just need to clamp the frame a little bit, not for long. And I'm consulting my picture to see exactly where that first row went. I'm going to use those discarded stripes as spacers, and I decided that I needed to leave it in there but not fully in there because I didn't want it to accidentally glue down on my paper. But I needed them so that I could keep it straight because I don't have the score lines. And when I realized that I was covering up the score lines, I kind of had one of those oh crap moments, you know what I mean? But it turned out lovely. And then I'm consulting my picture to see exactly where my Ohio Star triangles go, and then getting that lined up as straight as I can because, again, no score lines. So I'm not the best at getting things straight, but that's one reason I love art glitter glue, which I'm using here. It allows a little bit of wiggle room, and you will see as I go, when I get to those last 2 triangles, My square in the center is a little too far to the right, so I have to push it over to get my triangles to fit. And luckily, because I used art glitter glue, that worked. Just cleaning up some of that glue with a little, I think it's like a car paint detailing brush. You can get them in packs of like 100 on Amazon. Brushing on my favorite top coat, which is Dead Flat from Paint Couture. It's going to make everything nice and matte, getting that really dry, and there we have it. I love how this project turned out. I hope you did too. Big shout out to Jamie for the printables and digitizing the design. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe.